So let's look next at cryptocurrency. And again, you have a handout, and I would urge you to look at the handout for more to take back with you and digest. And it's captioned, "Be cautious of the crypto investment phase," or craze. And that's really what it is right now. So what is it? Well, it's literally digital in the form of a virtual coin or token. And we say coins or tokens, but it's not literally, although sometimes people will have something to represent it, but that's not what a cryptocurrency is. So they are literally intangible. They exist only on the internet, on the computer. And here's a point that is often glossed over, but gets revealed by things like when FTX, which was an exchange for cryptocurrency, when it collapses, you see that they are trading on unregulated, opaque, not transparent exchanges where there's little opportunity to independently verify true market value and what's going on. And that's why you may hear in the news about some big actors getting sucked in or having lost big in connection with some of the recent meltdowns. How does that happen? Well, they don't have all the facts. They don't have a lot of the facts because it's at this point still emerging and unregulated. So issues abound.
So in the interest of time, I'm going to go through cryptocurrencies pretty quickly and the flavors they come in, which there's a lot. In fact, there's 21,000 different coins in existence, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and Dogecoin. And there's another 2,427 different ones that have been reported dead as of November 9th. Know this, the asterisk Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether, that's because that is the ones in which people took and paid for scamming. So for instance, the top cryptocurrencies people said they used to pay scammers were Bitcoin, 70%, Tether, 10%, and Ether, 9%.
So what do you need to know? Well, we're used to dealing with and thinking of fiat currency, like the US dollar. And that is very different from cryptocurrency. First of all, fiat currency is issued by and backed by a government authority. The dollar is backed by not only the US government, but its taxing authority. Contrast that with cryptocurrency, where literally anyone can issue it. And it's not backed by any government authority, not backed by any government authority. So when things go crosswise, well, they've gone crosswise, and it's easy to lose a lot of real money when those things lose value. Fiat currency, like the US dollar, is legal tender. It is legal tender. Anywhere you go, you can use your dollars when you go to transact business in the US. Cryptocurrencies, not so much. They may or may not be accepted. You may not be able to exchange them even for dollars or other cryptocurrencies. At this point, when I checked, there were just 2 countries that count a single cryptocurrency as legal tender, and that's El Salvador and the Central African Republic. So there are 2. And they are, they're not the United States, and they're not big world actors. Something to consider. All right. Also, you know that our money is digital and physical. The cryptocurrency is solely digital. With the dollar, banks act as mediaries, and that's an important protection to you when you consider that with cryptocurrency, there are no banks or other centralized authorities to flag suspicious transactions or attempt to stop of fraud before it happens. While you're aware that there are myriad protections that do cover your transactions with the dollar, not with cryptocurrency. The dollar is less volatile. Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, highly volatile. It's called a speculative asset. I call it a bet. It's a bet. It's highly volatile, something that all of us need to understand if that's what we wish to get into. Now let's talk next about what else you need to know. And recognize this tax form from last year. Well, consider, did you notice this at the bottom? Did you notice this at the bottom? Did you receive, sell, exchange, or otherwise dispose of any financial interest in any virtual currency? Think about that. The answers that we give are under oath. If you have questions, there's a QR code for more information from the IRS. A point of information, further information, QR codes will be presented during this presentation for your convenience. But we must be careful where we hover our smartphone cameras. Remember the old skimmers that were on the gas pumps? Had to be careful about that because bad actors can get access to quite a bit of information if you hover over a QR code that is not a trusted source. All right, moving on. What else do you need to know? Well, crypto is generated via mining. What that involves is lots of computers using lots of electricity to solve mathematical problems. So all of us who are concerned about climate change, ESG, environmental social governance, investing, this is something to consider. The huge amounts of electricity that is used to generate crypto. Crypto is typically bought and sold on those exchanges and sometimes brokerages where they lack transparency. Gamification and apps on smartphones make it really easy. And the interconnection, so many of our financial institutions and others are trying to make it easy for us to connect with apps and this and that, which makes it convenient to handle our everyday transactions. But you know what? It also makes it easy to risk the farm, to risk it all and lose it too. So it's something to consider. Lack of customer service, security problems, fees. These sound kind of, like possibilities, but are they realities? Oh my goodness, have they generated some complaints? They have generated lots of complaints. I urge you to check this out and read some of the specific complaints about how these things have played out in real lives and wreaked havoc. So that's why we're here. We want to help you to better decide how to protect your nest egg.